All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I let this truth from, and I like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. And today, I'm going to entitle this lesson, Many Are Called, but Few Are Chosen. And this is pretty much going to be a response to, the dream that the one brother from, the Men of Valor camp had, pretty much that, in that dream, he pretty much seen that, certain men, you know, they made it, not only were they called, but, they were chosen. And certain other men, they weren't chosen, man. And, pretty much that just, you know, again, more reason for us to not only fear the Lord, but just to, like the elder brother, Amawanga Bar, the New York camp said, man, just to go hard, you know, because that's really the time that we're in, man, where we should be giving this thing, our all, speaking to myself first and foremost, because at the end of the day, this is really all we have, man. We don't have anything in this world. Yeah, we may have, our little, situations, for brothers that may have families, wives, children, or even our, apartments, our vehicles, whatever. We have these little things, but in reality, you know, this world doesn't love us, man. You know, this world hates us and we hate this world back. And there's nothing here for us. This word is what pretty much keeps us sane, you know. So we just have to, pray that we not only are called but are chosen as well, even though the elect have been predestined and chosen from the beginning. We just have to pray that we are one of those men, one of those spirits that were predestined to see the salvation of our Lord, upon his second coming, you know. So I'm going to start in the book of Matthew chapter 20 and verse 16. And it says, so the last shall be first, and the first last. For many be called, but few chosen. And that's right, man. There's going to be a lot of men that are going to be called into this thing, and they may endure for a season, for a period of time, but ultimately they'll end up falling out. Why? Because they weren't chosen, man. They were called, but they weren't chosen. And those of us that are truly sincere, we're hoping that not only are we called, but we're praying to be, amongst the chosen as well, man. We're praying that we're one of the Lord's elect, because that's what it really all boils down to, whether you're of the elect or not, man, because those are the only spirits that are going to be saved in a time of trouble, especially here in America, you know. So I'm going to jump to chapter 22, Matthew chapter 22 and verse 14, same thing. And it says, for many are called, but few are chosen. Many men are going to be called, but only a few are going to be chosen to be delivered, man. And we want to be, you know, not only do we want to be called, but we want to be chosen as well, man. We're praying, we're hoping. Hence the reason why, starting with our apostles, they have the term hopeful elect, because we're hoping that we are of the elect, man. We're hoping that we are those spirits that were with the Lord from the beginning, you know. So I'm going to jump to Matthew chapter 25, get the parable of the 10 virgins, right? So this is Matthew chapter 25 and verse 1. And it says, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 of them were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. Now, the oil is a representation of this truth, this knowledge, man, you know. And it says the 5 foolish virgins didn't take any oil with them. Verse 4, it says, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. So The 5 wise virgins took oil, man, meaning they had this truth, they had this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? And again, it's not literally talking about, women or men, you know, that are literal virgins, but meaning virgins in the sense that they weren't, you know, pretty much into other religions, into other doctrines or philosophies, man. They stuck to, the truth. Now, even though this is a parable, still, you know, they didn't falter. They kept their faith, their belief in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Verse 5 says, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight, there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh. Go ye out to meet him. And the bridegroom is our Lord Yahweh Shai. Because again, does it not say that our Lord is going to come like a thief in the night? It's going to be unexpected, when he's going to make his second coming, right? When it says to go ye out to meet him, man, meaning, again, the elect are going to be saved. They're going to meet the Lord, man, in the sky, in those chariots, man, or in that chariot, that one fathership that is going to come back on. Again, we'll see exactly how it plays out, but again, they're going to meet the Lord. Verse 7, it says, then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish virgins said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are going out. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell, and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. And right, man, that's how it's going to be. The elect are going to be delivered. They're going to be beamed up into those chariots, but the wicked of our people, the foolish virgins, or even, not just, the wicked of our people, but even, those that know the truth, but, again, weren't chosen or didn't take it seriously, they're going to be left here, you know, because once, they're delivered, that's it, man. Then that destruction is going to take place, you know. Verse 11, afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. Right, man, and that's the main point. We don't know when the Lord is coming back. It's going to be unexpected. Now, we do know that he is going to return, in the midst of World War III. But even then, man, we still don't know exactly when, because this thing can happen any day. The Lord can come back any day now, and this is ultimately what we're waiting for, but we can't be like those 5 foolish virgins, man. We have to, constantly, be on our watch, man, do our jobs, so we have to put on as the elect, which I'm going to get in 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 10, and it says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. So, right, man, we don't know if we're of the elect, man, but what does it say? We have to give diligence, Salakia, to make our calling and election sure, man. Pretty much give it our all, because we don't know, man. But even if we are, we're going to do what the elect, are, going to do anyway, right? So I'm going to get the book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 12, and it says, put on, therefore, as the elect of Yahweh, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Mashiach forgave you, so also do ye. And the main point is in verse 12. We have to put on as the elect, man. Meaning, the elect are gonna, they're gonna do this work, and they're gonna endure to the end, man, because again, we don't know who the elect are. So we have to do what the elect would do, which is to, do this work, push out these videos, go out on, the streets and teach, you know, do what's commanded of us, you know, because that's what the elect are going to do ultimately, fear the Lord, you know. So I'm going to get the book of Mark, chapter 13 and verse 13. And it says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So, right, man. And that dream that brother had, man, he said, he made it, the elder brother, Amawanga Bar made it, they were approved, of the apostles. But certain other men, they weren't approved, man. Again, going back to, both of those chapters in Matthew, you know, many are called, but few are chosen, man. But certain guys, they weren't chosen. They were pretty much trying to plead their case, but it was too late, and we don't want to be like those men in that dream. We don't want to be, you know, we don't want to be, you know, we don't want the Lord to reject us, is what I'm trying to say, because that's a scary thing, man. You know, we don't want to be like that. So I'm going to get the book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 22, and it says, many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. And to me, that's one of the scariest things to ever hear, man. To be rejected, by the Lord, man. Especially when that time comes, when he returns, man, to be rejected. Because as we know, when the Lord comes back, he's not going to do any talking. But the point being is that you don't want to be rejected, man. You don't want the Lord to spew you out, you know. So that's the reason why, we can't be lukewarm either, man. Because again, at the end of the day, we know that we are at the end, man, because there is so much going on. And that's a heavy dream because again, that dream that brother had, man, again, it's scary. But at the same time, man, it excites us because again, man, like we know we're getting closer and closer, to the end of this current kingdom, man, America, Babylon the Great, and that, you know, we're in that time where we're going to see the Lord return, man, and it's going to be revealed who the elect are in that time, because again, it's all about them, because only a remnant is going to be saved, and I'm going to grab that in the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 27. And it says, Esaias, which is Isaiah, also crieth concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. Right, man. Because Israel, we're a large nation, man. We can't be numbered, you know, because again, we're scattered all over the earth. But again, the primary focus is going to be here in America, man. That great deliverance is going to come out of this place, you know. And it says a remnant shall be saved, man. Only a remnant is going to make it, you know. Only a remnant. 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off, man. They're not going to make it on that side. Ultimately in the kingdom, they're going to be saved. They're going to be, right, but they're going to perish on that side, So I'm going to grab that real quick in Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. And it says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Right? 2 parts, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to be cut off and die, man. You know, they're going to be destroyed in various fashions, but that primary fashion is going to be by way of that fire, man, from those nuclear missiles. Verse 9, and it says, I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power and right, man. The elect are going to be saved, man. The elect are going to go through, their trials and their tribulations, that spiritual fire, but they're going to be delivered from that physical fire, man, which the wicked of our people are going to suffer. They're going to have to feel that pain, you know. Hence, 2 Esdras, 9 and 12, the same shall know it after death by pain, man. That's how, the unlearned and wicked of our people are going to have to learn, man. By death, they're going to understand, what it was they came up against, that they were mocking, the men of the Lord, that they made fun of us, they hated us, did all type of things, against us. They're going to learn, by that way, by that fashion, man, after death, you know. So I'm going to end it with this. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 2. And it says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to everlasting contempt, Slakia, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. I'm going to read that over, Slakia. This is Daniel 12 and 2. And it says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And we're hoping to be those that wake up to everlasting life, meaning we're hoping to be the elect. We're hoping to be delivered upon the second coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai, to be changed, man, to get those new bodies, to be righteous, to pretty much again have new bodies, to be out of this sinful flesh that we're in, man. We're striving to be, righteous, man. We want the earth to be established in righteousness, But again, it says some to shame and everlasting contempt, and that's going to be the wicked of our people, those that, didn't accept the truth, and even those that were quote unquote in the truth that fell out, or, just weren't right, or ultimately, they just whatever happened, that caused them ultimately to reject the truth, man. They're going to be shamed, you know, or they're going to be ashamed, you know, and that's what we don't want, man. Because again, in that brother's dream, he said, those guys that weren't approved, they were trying to, bring out precepts, and, plead their case. But at the same time, again, it's like Apostle Tahar and the other apostles have said plenty of times, man, that they can't save us, man. You know, we can't save ourselves, but ultimately we're hoping to, save ourselves by doing this work, man. Because at the end of the day, this is what's going to deliver us again if we're of the elect, man. You know, doing what the Lord commanded us to do is what's going to save us in these last days, man. You know, so that's pretty much it. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and I like to say peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect. Till next time I say